that your emotions got the best of you? Maybe you slammed a door in anger or just completely broke down from stress. Eventually, you calmed yourself down. But what if you were just 8 years old with those same big feelings and fewer skills to cope with them? For about 1 in 5 kids, even small everyday challenges can trigger these overwhelming emotions. And when their meltdowns are met with frustration or even punishment from parents, it feeds a painful cycle where they feel ashamed and push away support. These challenges are especially common in kids with ADHD, anxiety, or autism. For some, therapy or medication can help, but for just as many, medication is discontinued within the first year due to side effects or a lack of benefit. Parents are left feeling guilty, wondering what more they should be doing to support their children. What many parents don't know is that there's an effective alternative called neurofeedback. It's a non-invasive therapy that trains the brain to self-regulate. But there's a catch. It costs thousands and is performed in specialized clinics, making it inaccessible to millions of families in need. Plus, it can be uncomfortable and a little intimidating for these kids who already carry the burden of constantly feeling like they're broken and need to be fixed. That's why we created EEGonaut, to make quality neurofeedback as fun and convenient as a video game. It looks like a standard virtual reality or VR headset, but it's actually much more. This gaming headset reads brainwaves using small button-like sensors, a technique called electroencephalography, or EEG. During gameplay, our software actively measures brain activity to reward states of calm focus. For example, learning to calm yourself down from a state of frustration might help you in the game overcome turbulence to gently land your virtual spaceship. Repeating this process over time creates lasting brain changes. So the next time a child feels one of these emotional storms fueling inside, they're more prepared to navigate themselves back to calm. We're incorporating this neurofeedback into an open-world space exploration game, where each planet is secretly designed to have missions that teach valuable regulation skills. To do this, we're collaborating with a successful indie game developer to make sure that EEGonaut is the kind of game kids will want to play again and again. We're a team of neuroscience and psychology students, so huge nerds, and we read a lot of scientific literature, but we don't have the life experience of parents. So originally, like many other ADHD products, we planned to target attention. It wasn't until we polled over 50 parents of kids diagnosed with ADHD that we found out emotional regulation was a much more prevalent and pressing issue. So that was a huge pivot for us. We also learned the real pain points of child psychologists as potential customers. Play therapy tools are often too simplistic. Private practices can't afford these more advanced systems. And talk therapy on its own is just not engaging enough for young kids. EEGonaut addresses all of these issues, unlike other neurofeedback systems. Plus, we're adding features that potential users ask for, like multiplayer modes to support connection and STEM-inspired missions to spark curiosity. We chose the VR format based on strong scientific support, because we're nerds, showing that VR-based interventions are much more effective at engaging kids and teens. But we also heard from parents who are concerned about kids with sensory sensitivities. So we pivoted again and redesigned the system to be modular. The EEG insert can detach and fit into any standard baseball cap. So I'm actually wearing it on my head right now. Meanwhile, the game can play on a separate display. EEGonaut was an idea late April of this year. So we've had 2 months to build this prototype completely from scratch and have it working. We've got a lot of really valuable feedback from our first round of test users, and we're trying the best we can to maximize signal quality, affordability, and comfort at the same time. To bring this technology to kids in need, our early adopters are child behavioral therapists who are already trusted by families. We'll sell a low-cost headset kit that unlocks a monthly game content subscription. That way hardware sales can fund production and recurring revenue can fuel R&D. Our go-to-market strategy starts with pilot programs at OHSU's Child Development and Rehabilitation Center. Following FDA compliance guidelines as a wellness device, we'll be able to scale rapidly via specialty healthcare resellers like AVIA Marketplace, avoiding the high cost of direct-to-consumer. We believe every child deserves a chance to feel in control of their mind and emotions. With EEGonaut, we're giving them that skill set. Scan the code and visit our booth